Okay, very excited for our young men. I thought it was an outstanding game for them, especially our defensive side of the ball. I thought they were outstanding through the whole game. We started off a little tough with the kickoff return and the touchdown on the first series, but our kids responded and they battled. Not every game is going to be 45 to 42. Sometimes they're good defensive struggles, and it showed the resolve of our offense being able to come out and grind out some scores there to take the lead. And I'm very proud of the way they've stuck together, and it's good for these young men to finally get the monkey off their back at home, win a home game. Good for everybody. I'm happy for our alumni and fans that come out and support us. They were a loud group today, and we're looking forward to Troy next Friday. So, this is a good time for us. It's going to be a short week. We got to get right back to work tomorrow. They get to experience the victory the rest of the day, and then tomorrow when they walk in the building, it's on to Troy. So, again, I'm happy for our young men. They work extremely hard. They've always believed in what we're doing. They're finally reaching their own expectation level, and how fun it is for all of you to be able to see a program develop right in front of your eyes and see a team turn a corner. You're seeing young men that a few weeks ago didn't know how to finish off games like that, and now you're seeing the development right in front of your eyes. So, we're very proud of them, very proud of where our program's going. Our foundation is outstanding, and the direction these guys are going are just, it's going to be a very, very, very bright future for these young men. We're now 3-3 in the conference and still control our own destiny. So I'll open it up to any questions.
Discuss defensively improvements. Allowing only 10 points. In your tenure, is this the best defensive effort that you've had? And secondly, third quarter, fourth quarter, it seemed like much improvements on stopping third down. So discuss those two things.
Well, yeah, it's the best performance we've had as a defense since we've been here, but it's also the most experience we've had since we've been here on defense. These kids are getting better and better with every game. We're deeper than we've ever been. We're into year 3 of understanding the system and understanding all the calls and being able to adjust on their own. So the performance, the execution is what's better, and the depth is what's better, and obviously the talent level is much improved. So, and the best thing about it is we've got 2 more games to improve, and we've got almost all of them back next year. So, we're very excited for those young men, but it is a good day for the defense.
How important were those long scoring drives? You had double-digit scoring drives several times.
Yes. Well, they were huge for us. Obviously, it got us the victory, building off what the defense did. But what it showed was the mental toughness of our offense. Because everybody knows we're a big play offense. And we're accustomed to throwing the ball over your head and scoring in big chunks. And they would not allow that to happen today by what they were doing. They were keeping everything in front. They did an outstanding job of not giving up big plays. And it showed the execution of our offense being able to go out and pick them underneath, run it here, pick them underneath. We didn't run the ball like we truly wanted to, but we were able to sustain drives when it really mattered. And it showed the mental toughness of our kids, the focus to be able to go out and execute good enough to go out and win the game. Like I said earlier, not every game nowadays needs to be, 50 to 52. 24 to 10 game with 2 good defenses and a bunch of athletes running around out there is a heck of a football game. So very happy for them. We didn't turn the ball over. We took care of the ball. And again, it shows their mental state of where they're at and how much they're developing, because I'm not so sure in the past we could have grinded out a victory like that. And that shows you where they're at, where they're going, and the job that their coaches are doing with them, but the job that they're doing preparing every week and going into the game and then finally getting it done on Saturday.
In the running game wasn't crazy, but effective enough to keep drives moving and get things done. I guess with getting a couple of people back or kind of helping them.
It helps a great deal. I mean, when you can shuttle in Taz Bateman and Glenn Smith and DeMarcus Kirk and Kyler Neal, and keep them all fresh, and all of them have a special talent, so we try to utilize that, but it helps a great deal.
Discuss Arbuckled and his ability to spread the ball. I think 3 receivers had at least 7 catches in today's game. But just discuss his way of finding an open man and taking advantage of the situation?
Well, he understands what we're trying to do. He studies it more than anybody. He gets everybody on the offense on the same page, and he goes out and he executes. And he doesn't zero in on one person. He goes through his progression. He makes his reads, and he finds the open guy. I mean, there's not too many guys that can operate like Nick Arbuckled does around the nation. So I don't care where you're at. I mean, just from an execution standpoint and being a field general and all those kind of things, you know, Nick knows what he's doing, and we're so very proud of him and glad to have him. Yes, sir.
When you guys got near the goal line a couple times, there were a couple drives where it was 3 straight passes or 3 straight runs. Was that just based off the defense that they were giving you, or were you just trying to change it up a little bit?
Both. I mean, they give you certain looks and take certain things away, you know, and then we just said the first time was they were going to try to take it away and make us throw it, but be tight down on everybody. And then the second time, I know we just said, forget it, we're going to try to run it in there. You know, and let's just go and trust our offensive line. And DeMarcus Kirk and the line was able to pound it in there on power, which is my favorite play in the world. But we were able to do it. And you also had guys like Nick Arbuckle and the offensive lineman coming off the side asking to run the ball. So, you know, ask and you shall receive.
Coach, can you describe the atmosphere in the locker room after this?
I think it's a winning locker room. You know, but it's not like, it wasn't like the greatest, like we won the Super Bowl, because it was a game that our expectation when we play at home, our expectation when we walk out on the field is to win games. So our kids have experienced it. They understand it now. They're there. So yes, we are excited and very thankful and happy that we won, because they're winning at the Division I level is extremely difficult. And we don't take anything for granted, but we expect to win. So it's kind of a controlled, we controlled emotion, because we know that we're going to have a tough game next Friday. We got a short week. We got to start prepping on tomorrow, and we're right back in here on Friday after Thanksgiving. So we get to enjoy it all for about 4 hours, and then it's time to start thinking towards Troy. It's just our athletic director gave us the permission to do it last week. So, it was a fun thing to do. It had nothing to do with anything but, just trying to make fun for these guys. That's all. Yes, sir.
And since you did win today, does this mean you'll be wearing white again next week?
I'll have to talk to Charlie Cobb and the seniors. They have a say-so in what we do, our captains. So, I'm not worried about logos or uniform colors. I'm worried about execution and taking care of the ball, which we got great execution on our defense and in spurts on our offense. We did a great job of taking care of the ball. So,
You guys win when you wear white, so.
well, we win when we execute well. That's when we win.
What are your thoughts on a potential postseason?
My thoughts are on, here's my thoughts. If you want to know my thoughts on the postseason, okay? I don't know what time it is, but my thoughts are getting a shower, going home with my family, watching our game, watching whatever games are on TV, eating a good meal, going to bed, and getting up and worrying about Troy. And that's it. Making the corrections tomorrow that we need to make from this game. And by 2 o'clock, having our team over there with the team meeting, getting ready to show them film on Troy. So I am a very simple person. I only think right in front of me as far as, when it comes to the season. So my thoughts are not on any postseason deal. My thoughts are on our team having a great evening tonight, time, place, substance, company, social media, being smart, and taking care of themselves and coming in tomorrow ready to work and get ready for Troy. And that's all the farther I can see.
I'm feeling great. It's always great to get a win, and this was our first win this season in the Dome. And right now, I can't wait to get back to the facility. I'm going to turn on some film from Troy and start preparing for their defense tonight.
3 of your receivers caught 7 balls tonight. Just discuss how you were able to progress press tonight and find the open guys and keep the offense moving on second and third down?
Our offense coordinator does a great job of utilizing matchups and being able to get guys in different positions to create mismatches, especially when we know they're going to get man coverage. Defense coordinators have their tendencies, and we play pretty well with them. And our receivers do a phenomenal job because any of them can beat coverage on any route. And it's just great to have so many great guys. And they spend so much time in the film room. We're all on the same page that if they do take away one person on a play, another guy's going to be open because there's no way you can cover all four of our guys, all 4 or 5 guys that are going out for routes. You can't cover them all on one play. So it's just my job to find which one is open, which one has the good matchup. And our offense coordinator, coach, and play caller, Coach Hewer, does a phenomenal job, and Coach Jags, they do a great job of designing plays that get guys open and put guys in great positions to succeed.
What's the challenge for you when you have to run so many plays to score? I think you guys have 4 double-digit scoring drives.
It's great. It's great to be on the field. And, we were a big play offense for a lot of weeks, but I'd much rather have a game like this than a game like Liberty, where our offense was on the field for most of the game. That's always fun because it's fun to snap the ball and have the ball in my hands. And, they came out the first play of the game in a defense, once again, that we didn't ever see on film. So we were good and we were prepared for it. But once again, for what is like 5th or 6th week in a row, we saw a defense that we never saw on film. And they came out in a dime personnel with 6 defensive backs on the field the whole game, played a lot softer than they had showed before, and challenged us as an offense to run the football, sustain long drives, and convert on third downs. And the converting on third downs is something we struggled in that first half, but we went into the locker room, made our adjustments, and you saw in that third quarter, we were able to run the ball, create third down in manageable situations, and then execute with our passing game on third down. Everybody looked at us as kind of a one-trick pony. A team that if we don't score in big plays, we're not going to score. And it was big for us that we preached at halftime when we came in there to show that we're more than that. Show that we can sustain long drives, run the football, not turn the ball over. And, if they're going to put 6 DBs on the field, then we're going to run it right down their throat until they try to stop it. And when they stop it, we're going to throw big plays like we always can. And that's something, it was great to see that from our offense today.
Nick, you ran for a touchdown today. You also passed for one.
Mm-hmm.
What's more fun for you, running for a touchdown as a quarterback or passing?
Passing a touchdown. It is so exhilarating to see some of those receivers catch touchdowns. Because when I played tight end in high school. I was the starting tight end my senior year in high school, and it is the best feeling in the world to run 30 routes a game and then to finally catch a ball and score a touchdown. Because you do so much running and every single play, and then you don't always get rewarded. So I know how great it feels for those guys to catch touchdowns, and that's why I'm always the first guy sprinting down there trying to celebrate with them, because I know how great that feels. And so I love throwing passing touchdowns because I love looking in those receivers' eyes and seeing how happy they get.
What does it mean to break your own passing record?
I really didn't even know I broke my passing record, but I don't know. That just kind of adding on to it, I guess.
How's it winning a home game after the struggles you just had here in the Georgia Dome this year?
It was great. And, as an offense and me and the receivers, tight ends, running backs, O-line, we preach just to approach it like any other game, to approach it like we've approached these past games. And you guys see it as a lot of people see it as us winning our first home game, but really it's just us getting better. And we've gotten so much better every single week since that Ball State game. And we've really put it all together. And it's unfortunate that we didn't start as fast as we could have. But we put it together at every single game, from Arkansas State to Lafayette to last week. This game, we've just been continuing to get better and better and better. And it's just tremendous because really we're just starting to scratch the surface of our potential. There's still so much more room for us to improve as a team. And if we continue to keep doing what we're doing, focusing, executing everywhere from the classroom to out in our social lives and on the football field, this team's just going to continue to skyrocket from week to week.
So as a leader of this team, what do you tell your guys to keep them focused? If you're going back-to-back games and you guys are feeling yourself a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do to make sure they keep their head straight?
We have to translate that energy that you receive from a win into the focus that it takes to prepare. Because by the time we line up next game, everybody's forgotten about this one. When we came out for warm-ups today, the win over Texas State was the last thing in my mind. You still get that good feeling of winning lingering into your practices, so you just got to take that energy and put it into the focus necessary to work on your assignment, to execute, and you're only as good as your last game, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that if we go out and lose, we could have had a 20-game winning streak the week before. Nobody's going to care because everybody's going to talk about losing. So we got to keep it going. If we want to be seen as a winner, then we have to be 1-0 every week. And with this short week we have ahead of us, we're losing a day. One thing I told our entire team was just to be disciplined and to focus. Unfortunately, with the shorter week, you don't have as much time to celebrate your win as you would like to. And we have to be able to be smart tonight, get our sleep, come into the office early tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., and being able to work. Because usually a Sunday is a 1 o'clock lift and treatment type day, watch the film from the day before. Now we got to work, we got to practice for Troy tomorrow. So you have that shorter day, and I think it's really important for our whole team just to focus on this shorter week, use the class that we don't have class, so using our break that we have during the week of no class to get extra treatment because you have one less day to prepare your body. So it's a great opportunity for us to get a lot more treatment, take care of our bodies since we're not going to be in class, and I think we'll be ready for Friday.
How much turkey do you plan on eating on Thursday?
I don't know. It depends on how much they serve at Maggiano's. I'm more of a stuffing person. I love stuffing. So as long as they have the stuffing there, I'll be happy, and then sweet potatoes and all that. I was never a turkey person. I was more of a leftover turkey person the next day, and make some fancy stuff with that.
You guys win another game wearing white, and Coach said it may be up to the seniors and athletic directors.
Mm-hmm.
If it was up to you, what color would you wear next week?
I don't really know. I like the way my white baggy shirt looks in my white jersey. So I might be leaning that way, but I really don't care. As long as we come out and execute and win and play like we've been playing, we could be wearing purple for all I care, as long as we're out there winning.
Your overall reaction today, at least from the defensive side of the ball, about your performance today?
My performance specifically, it was solid. If you look at the stats, you're not going to see much, but my job was to make sure that they didn't get in the end zone. And I think I did a pretty solid job. We knew that they were going to take shots, and that's what we made sure that they didn't do successfully. So, it really comes down to the team. We got that W, so I'm happy with that.
Just the improvements the defense has made throughout this entire season, allowing only 10 points today.
The improvement is huge. I watched a lot of film before I made the decision to come here. So I seen, what we kind of had to clean up on, and it was really just mental errors. A lot of eye discipline that was an issue, but the scheme is there. The scheme is perfect for what we're trying to do. And so that was never a problem, and I knew that coming in, but we worked on those little things that we needed to do, and we got some guys in all over the place, and it's been looking good.
Spotted of 10 points, what really the defense's fault?
Mm-hmm.
What did that do when you knew you're in the hole already?
Most definitely. A lot of the season, it's been like that. We've had to come out of a hole that we've dug for ourselves, and we knew that as a defense, and we weren't worried about it. We didn't panic. We knew what we had to do, and we came out there with the intensity that we needed to have, and it definitely showed. Mm-hmm. No, we didn't need to make too many adjustments. We knew what we wanted. We knew what they were going to try to do, and it was just a matter of, okay, now it's halftime. We know that they're going to start taking shots. Let's make sure they don't get any, and that's what we did. We knew we didn't have to make any major adjustments because they didn't do anything that we didn't expect. They did what we expected them to do, and we were successful.
Obviously, offensively, you guys job easier today, grinding out some long drives. How important was that?
It was huge. That's the biggest thing for us is sometimes we have a little slow. Sometimes the offense comes out fast and the defense comes out slow and vice versa. But we knew that no matter what it was, we were going to have to pick it up. And the offense definitely helped us out. You know, I told Nick before the game, I tell him before every game, I tell him, yo, you got to grab that offense by the reins. You know, it's like a horse and buggy. You don't expect the horses in the front to make all the decisions or make the moves. It's all about him. So I told him, you know, grab it by the reins and make it do what it do.
You guys have a short week of game on this upcoming Friday. Just what will the team have to do to make the adjustments on your preparations? You know, because you have a day less to prepare.
The biggest thing is I'm not really, and I don't think our team is really worried about, you know, having a day less. We're not really worried about it because we're so eager that we're ready to go. You know what I mean? We can have a game on Tuesday. Our adjustments really is just come out with the same intensity we had all week in practice, do what we have to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and be prepared. Preparation is key. And so we did that this week, and we were successful. So I know next week we can do the same thing.
What was it being finally win one at home?
Huge, huge. We made history today, and that's kind of what we've been harping on. You know, that was huge for us, and we knew that we could do it. You know, it was just a matter of small things, big plays, and small things. You know, the minute details, and so getting that W today is huge. You know, it feels good. The locker room is going crazy right now. Fans going crazy, and that's what we needed. We know our fans, they come out here every week and they show the support that we need, and that's a great feeling to know that you have, you know, 10,000 plus people out there cheering for you or whatever. So it's a good feeling, and you know, we plan on doing this week in and week out.
What was it like seeing some of your former teammates from UAB out there today?
It was a great feeling. We knew during the week what it was going to be. You know, they are calling me, I'm calling them. Just to get in their ear a little bit and you know, let them know that we're coming for them. And so that was a great feeling. You know, just in the preparation, it kind of gives you a little more determination. You know, you wake up a little earlier because you know who's on the other side of that ball. You know them personally. And so that was huge for me and a few of the other UAB guys that are here. And so we knew what we had to do. But you know, as far as on the field, it's nice. You know, you come in, make a tackle on a guy that you know that you played with, and you know, you let them know, hey, I'm back.